Good afternoon, sir. Today we are here to present our final review of our J component project on the topic personal financial goals. So here we first come to the introduction part. So here we'll first try to understand what our basic financial goals are. So initially we'll first understand the need for financial goals from an individual. Every individual actually needs their own personal financial goals, especially if they are earning individuals. So in order to understand more detail about it, we'll be conducting a survey for the earning individuals. So based on the results of the survey, we'll be analyzing further results. Next, we'll be moving on to literature survey.
Hi sir, this is Jawahar. I'm going to explain how we completed our literature review. Each and every member of our team did review of one paper. So these are the papers that we have referred. They talk about the financial that an individual should possess once he starts earning. We inform these papers that it is very important for a person to have his own personal financial goals once he starts earning and should start saving part of his income on a regular basis so that later on in the he can make investments based upon taking ability. And it also talks about what problems they may face if they don't have proper financial goals. Next, we move on to methodology, which will be explained by Vasha.
Hi sir, this is Vasha and I'm going to explain about the methodology we used here. We use the survey methodology through Google Forms to analyze the people's view regarding the goals and the methods and the needs they need to focus upon the financial goals. This survey gives us the sampling of individual units from a population, and also we use the data collection such as questionnaires and other improving methods to increase the number of accuracy of responses to the financial goal problems. And those methods and the data collection thing will be explained by Naveen.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Naveen Yugender, going to explain you about the data collection part. By considering these methodologies, we have prepared a survey to understand the financial perspectives of common people. Almost we have received around 25 responses. So, as you can see, the survey is being done using Google Forms, and as you can see here, we earned around 25 responses, and the first bar chart indicates around about the age group of earning individuals, and the third one is the pie chart, which shows the occupation responses, and another pie chart which tells us that 66% of people know about planning, and next one is about the question: how do you feel about your ability to manage your own finances? So we get to know that only few people know about managing finances over here, and the next question is around which is as it relates to matters of personal finance, which topic do you think has more importance? So this bar chart shows us that budgeting is the more important in personal finance, and the next pie chart tells us that savings fund to cover around 3 to 6 months, and from all these responses we can understand that financial planning is the most essential thing in each and everyone's life, and it is also lagging in us. So from these, we were able to do a proper analysis, which will be further explained. And now I pass on this to Mr. Mohan.
Hi sir, I'm going to explain some applications of tools in our personal financial goals. And the personal financial goals can be achieved by following some of the basic applications of the tools, which are very much useful for the people who earning financial planning. Here are the 5 general steps to the methods of setting financial goals so that you reach your destination. There are 5 steps. Step 1: we must first figure out that what matters to regarding financial planning is this. Before creating a financial plan, you used to understand your goals. Step 2: prioritize these goals and planning. Step 3: create a realistic budget by your own. Step 4: automate and establish these goals. Step 5: check out your progress. By achieving this, you can easily achieve your financial goals. Next, statistical analysis.
Good afternoon, sir. So the next part is like statistical analysis. So what we do in statistical analysis is from the responses that we take, we analyze using some standard formulas so that we can able to analyze the result. So first is we'll be seeing about the functional evaluation. So in this functional evaluation, I mean average evaluation. Average evaluation is nothing but, so we'll take two in concern. First is like the age group, and then the ratings that was given to that a particular age. For example, so for example, if you can see here that Swati is of 26 and his rating is like 5. So we'll be taking the average of 2 and we'll be taking the whole averages. So from this you can see the average is like 3.84, which means the total output is 5. So out of 3.84 is nothing but it is more than half, which means almost half of the members are well aware of personal financial goals. This is what about average evaluation. So then we come to like standard deviation. Standard deviation is nothing but this is like how the guys, can you hear me, guys? So standard deviation is nothing but how the values differ from the average. So standard deviation is like it's always related to, it's like partially related to this average. So standard deviation is like 1.34, which is telling that apart from average, it's deviating with 1.34, which tells that the average is calculated from the mean. So average we can also take it as mean too. So correlation coefficient is nothing but returns the correlation coefficient, which means it returns the error value of the persons who doesn't know the value of personal financial goals. So here you can see that 0.09. So this is like between 0 to 1, which means like 0.01, which is almost to 1. So we can say that the persons who doesn't know personal financial planning is very less. So okay. So next is confidence level. By the word itself, we can say that how many members are in have the confidence that they can implement their own financial goals without any other help. Of course, we need help, but the literacy rate here, the confidence level leads with literacy rate. So here we can see that the confidence interval calculates the probability of the population. So the population that we have here is here is like 26. So out of 26, we can see that 0.4, which is converted into numbers, which is almost equal to more than 15 to 16%. So we can say that more than 50% of the population is well aware and confident in the personal financial goals. So the complete analysis is like the standard deviation is good. According to this 26%, we can say that standard deviation is good. The average is, it's quite normal, and as Madhumita said, the age group we have concerned, yes, 26 to 50, it may differ, and of course this survey and the confidence level is taken to the age of 26 to 50, and the responses is like nearly 25 to 26. It may differ with other surveys too. So according to our survey, we can say that the average person have a well knowledge on the personal financial goals, and of course it's not only 50%, it must be really to 90%. So in order to make it a good it's not only benefit for the people, it also benefit for the country, to make it economic good country. So the conclusion will be concluded by Varsha. So whose conclusion?
Hello, sir. We have come across the various analysis done by our teammates. We would like to conclude by saying, from the above study and the survey we have done on this financial personal planning, we get to understand that it is very important for an individual to have his or her own financial personal goals in order to lead a happy and a peaceful life. there must be awareness among the earning individuals to save a part of their earnings on a regular basis. And we should also know that this job will be easier for an individual if he or she consults a financial advisor who will provide a brief solution for the individual based on his or her income. And also the situation of the individual is considered. Earning individual has lots of responsibilities such as saving the money, investing in mutual funds, insurances, and other areas. Earning is not only the responsibility given to him. With a good financial plan, you can easily and comfortably be able to manage all your monthly income. This includes that how much you require to pay a tax, how to budget your monthly expenditure, and also how much money you should save for the future investment. Most times, people are not able to live within their means, whereby they end up spending money on unnecessary things. This leads to bankruptcy. To avoid overspending or to buy unnecessary items, a personal financial planner will help you to converse with ways on how to manage your money and live with your means. You may end up saving half of your salary for investing in your future. It also helps to manage patterns of your cash expenditure. That is, the amount of money you are earning, the amount of money you're spending on a given term. Being able to follow up on your monthly expenditure becomes easy for you to create a good budget for expenditure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So we have included the reference papers and the links that we have referred to make this final report. So we have uploaded this in Vito. Thank you, sir.